dropping it in the limited event. I can't with this game. Why do they drop all of this stuff like in the limited event? Crazy. It's just crazy. Before we get into the video, if you're excited to pull for Varka like me, I would like to tell you about the sponsor of this video, Eniba. Eniba is a platform that is quick and trustworthy, but most importantly follows all of Hoyoverse's terms and conditions, and you can save money and get cashback too. It's really simple to use Eniba. All you have to do is enter your UID, select your region, and then click on the amount that you want to top up. And that's it. You're done. To find out more about Eniba, click on the link in my description or the pinned comment. Share with Varka. That will look good, really. Oh my god, I got his cash. Nicole burst lore bomb, yes. Okay, let's hear what they're talking about.
Oh, and didn't you say Khaenri'ah would be making the trip with you this time, Alice?
Who is Khaenri'ah?
He's been delayed, I'm afraid. Troublesome happenings on another planet. And of course, just when he jumped through all those hoops to make it back to Teyvat, Dottore starts causing trouble. The border is a terrible mess even now. So, unfortunately, his vacation has been postponed. Just yesterday, he did give us a call on the Dodo communication device, though. As you can imagine, Klee was pleased as punch to hear her dad's voice.
Oh my god. What? I'm Khaenri'ah, currently stuck in Mars. Dude, what? Khaenri'ah is KK, but what is the second K then? Traveler was introduced. But who's this? What is the second K? Khaenri'ah what? Khaenri'ah Kaslana? I don't know. Khaenri'ah Curl? Khaenri'ah Kaslana? Dude, what if, oh my god, what if Klee's dad is Fiden? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Bro, can you imagine though? Khaenri'ah Curl. What is Curl? What is Curl? Where is Khaenri'ah Curl coming from? I don't know. Dude, he better... Okay, so we know Klee's dad's name now. That man better be really good looking or very, very cool. I don't know, whatever. Because he pulled that, okay? He's out here pulling all of that. So please, he better match up to Miss Hexenzirkel here, okay? Because if she's the mom, who's the dad? Okay, I want to know. On another planet, it keeps increasing connection with their other games. Khaenri'ah, please be playable. I think he should be, right? It was released in account tagged by Genshin in a 2020 post. What? I don't... Bro is just casually traveling planets. That's so crazy, dude. He's definitely a Giga Chad. Yeah. He sounds very cool. Oh my god. What all did we learn? Okay, so he is on another planet, and I'm sorry, but Dottore is causing problems for everyone, okay? What is wrong with him? The border is in a terrible mess. Unfortunately, his vacation has been postponed. But he calls her. Kleiner means smaller in German. If he's not a Giga Chad, who release rats in your office? Smaller? Smaller. So Alice is like Alice in Wonderland, right? Kleiner, small, Little Prince, yeah, I'm guessing. What else could? Because Little Prince also goes with a rose to different planets. I would also make that connection. Click on the dialogue. What for more? No, I will. He better be KK. What dialogue do you want me to click on? No, I mean continue. B, why are you backseating me of all people? What is going on? I click on it. Are you telling me to shut up? Are you asking me to shut up, B? Okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah, continue. Thank you for the follow, Frank. No, I mean there's more. No, I know. I will. I'm just yapping, dude. I will continue. Wow.
I see.
Oh.
Being a seeker is a tough job indeed.
What is that? Being a seeker. So His name's Kleiner. He's a seeker and he travels to other planets. Klee was pleased as Punch. Does that mean that Punch couldn't exist? You mean the monkey? He plays Quidditch Storm. Seeker. Dude, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. By the way, I didn't catch how you rage baited Dushi, by the way. Have we heard of the term seeker before this? Not really, no? Dude, I'm quite gagged by it. I can't go back in. Hello? Okay. I was like, wow, they don't want me to go back in. Crazy. Oh, I can talk to Nicole. Oh, thank God.
Dvalin appeared a little late, but his sparks and splash triggered a deep magical reverberation.
Wow, there's so many
Background music
thoughts.
needs to start half a second late. I should put another instance of and now the diagnostics
Oh,
are
she's
failing.
working.
I just don't get it.
Nicole, dear, stop fretting. You're projecting rather loudly, you know.
Every detail is within your control, huh? Color me impressed.
Varka's too huge. What is look up? What is up? Yo, who did that?
Have a seat. I come bearing drinks. Booze free, of course.
This
You're
is
welcome.
quite the spot.
Well, that's what being home is all about, right? Letting go, feeling at ease. Figure we both deserve that after all this time.
So you did get Varka. I thought a lot of people were skipping.
You think so? Glad to hear it. There's no place like home. That's what people say, right? The expedition took me far and wide, and still, little alcohol in my system, it would all come back. The cathedral, the statue, the windmills in the city, the pigeons and dandelions in front of the gate. The further away you get, the more you miss it. I might be biased, but it means a lot that you care about this place.
This is where I began my search for him. That's the thing, like, of course you can sit and say so many things about Genshin's, like, story presentation and all, and there'll be people in my chat saying they lost brain cells or whatever, but, like, dude, there is something, it like, invokes a lot of feeling. I don't know. I think it's also because we've spent so much time playing this game, you know? Mondstadt always feels so good, which is why I would enjoy a quest like this any day. Even if it's not the most, like, it doesn't have crazy twists or anything, I would still enjoy a quest like this, you know? This is where I began my search for him. Still, he is more important to me than any specific place.
I get that. The people are what make Mondstadt what it is, too. All the carefree kids running around, livening up the place. Which reminds me, I never thanked you for helping Mondstadt out back then. It takes a special person to do what you did. Most people are helpless in the face of abyssal corruption. Considering their target was Dvalin, things could have been bad.
I didn't even know I could do that until that moment. So
I suppose
technically it helped
Barbados
us
could
out
have handled
too.
it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. But still, I doubt the ending would have turned out quite so perfect. Dvalin is family to him, you know? Having to choose between the dragon's life and Mondstadt's safety, that would have been cruel.
Yeah.
Not to mention, the Wild Hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. We'd have been stretched thin without your help. Maybe you've never put two and two together, but what you did in Natlan also helped reduce the threat of the Wild Hunt. If Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the two abyssal powers might have joined forces at some point, making our situation even more dire.
I guess you're right.
Ha! Look at us, taking down the Abyss in two separate nations. Doing the Knights of Favonius proud, aren't we?
My title's just honorary. Not quite sure the knights can take credit for Natlan. Feel like Paimon might have a few things to say about that.
I guess not. In any case, for a knight, honor is something you get to define for yourself, no matter what the outside world thinks. And that's the question, isn't it? Why do we do what we do? But I think it's safe to say You already know the answer.
I do.
Ah, so this is where you've been hiding. You know, I don't think this was designed for sitting.
But we're already
When did
sitting
you
now.
become such a stickler? Come have a drink with us. There's plenty.
Where's he gonna sit though?
Don't mind if I do. Grape juice? Again?
You know, Charles would never let me hear the end of it if I started drinking without him.
Or they're not even having alcoholic drink.
Disappointing, but understandable. Oh, I almost forgot. Since this banquet is also for the actors, I invited Dvalin.
Whoa.
All right. Might hike up the bill a bit, but who cares? Haven't seen him in too long.
Yeah, well, he turned me down. He never did like being the center of attention. The city is a little too small for him to spread his wings. Even if no one is afraid of him, he could still take out a windmill or two. Guess it's better not to risk it.
Huh. Maybe it's time to draft a proposal to build him a landing pad.
Wouldn't that attract even more attention?
The Traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime, I propose a toast to our honorary knight.
To our honorary knight.
I often think about our parting at Windrise, you know. And now, almost in the blink of an eye, the final stop on your journey
Dude,
is
why are
just
they
around the corner.
saying all this?
Snezhnaya.
Why are they saying all this in a limited event? This is killing me. Oh my god. Yeah, we're going to the last nation, Venti. You're the one who told us about that.
The Tsaritsa's plans have continued
Oh, look
to
at how
advance.
he's sitting too.
Now, only the Pyronosis remains free from her grasp.
But if even the captain couldn't take Malwika's gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its safety for now. So that's good news at least.
You wouldn't be taking a dig at someone else's ability to hold on to their gnosis, now would you, Grandmaster?
I think he was.
Of course not. I'm not one to rub salt in old wounds.
That's crazy.
Her harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme approach. Just look at Child or Senora.
Yes, we're getting Senora mentioned in 2026.
But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Senora did not win the Geonosis using force.
Yes, Zhongli gave it to her because he had a contract with the Tsaritsa.
Right. You told me about the contract Morax signed with her before his death. You're saying she didn't need to resort to violence in Mondstadt either?
That's
But
right.
she did.
If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Morax, she could have persuaded me no problem.
So she just wanted to kick you, Venti? Crazy.
I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. I had just woken up, so I must not have seemed like much of a threat. Honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me. I didn't care who it belonged to or what means were used to take it. I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral, perhaps even the entire city, might have become collateral damage.
So he held back? Is he saying that?
True. I wouldn't put it past Senora to take civilians as hostages either.
That's the full story. Again, why is this in a limited event? Kill me. Please. Also, ominously, Celestia looms in the corner like that. Yeah. Crazy. So that's the full story,
In the
huh?
end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. After all, her third target, the Raiden Shogun,
Don't
wasn't a big
remind me,
negotiator
Venti.
back then.
Listen, if they're mentioning her, is she coming back? Is she getting revived or something?
Perhaps Senora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon of any nation.
I had to stop her. I mean, technically, we did stop her, but we
You
didn't
did
kill
the
her,
right
though.
thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. I'm glad things have changed since. Of course, now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks.
Now she ain't
So I
coming back.
suspect that
Listen,
Tsaritsa no
I will
longer
call.
has the means to meddle in other nations like she used to. Who knows? Perhaps a chance to formally meet her in Snezhnaya might come sooner than we think.
Sooner than we usually meet her? Like, is he trying to say we'll meet her before?
Some of our knights remain stationed in Not Cry. If you need help, Just say the word, and we'll be there.
I'm getting closer to the truth. I can feel it.
The look in your eyes. It's changed a lot since you first set off from Mondstadt. But my advice remains unchanged. Never forget that the journey itself has meaning, traveler. The birds of Teyvat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of that journey. Perhaps earth-shaking truths and indescribable trials await you at the end. Just remember, there is more to life than that.
I will. Thank you. What?
All right, that's more than enough acting like a real Archon for one night. And still, not a sip of drink for dear old Venti at a time like this? You're no fun, Varka.
Dude, how are they putting this scene in a limited event? It's driving me crazy. Oh, Clee.
Dun dun dun!
What are they up to? Oh my god. Yeah, I regret asking what they're up to. Oh god. Venti didn't fight back because Venti couldn't save Senora's husband during war. So her kicking him was justified. Or maybe... No. He said that he felt like if they fought, then it would like cause trouble to the people of Mondstadt. But of course, I think... Yeah, he didn't want to escalate it further. And he didn't know what tactics she would resort to. So he was like, fine, I'll get kicked and take it away, whatever, you know. He could have fought back. That's surprising to me. Because a lot of people like take that moment to say that he was really weak. So he didn't want to... He was trying to protect the people by doing that. Yeah. Yeah, Rostam, yep. Rostam was the one that she didn't like him. She had all reasons to kick him, okay? So she kicked him. Like, that's not surprising. Damn, these guys are having way too much fun with the... Oh god, these fish. Are they gonna cook them now?
This is so fun, Mom!
Aww.
I think so too. Come on,
Dude, this makes me
let's
so
blow them
happy.
all up.
Mom, when can I play with the magic toy you made me?
Very soon, darling. In fact, it should be ready tomorrow. I just know you're going to love it.
Yay! Can we play together?
Why, of course. We'll have ourselves a splendid time.
Oh my god, when Alice gets playable and then Kleiner gets playable, we'll get to reunite a family. Imagine. Oh my god. Have you seen the new theory that the KK person might actually be Kleiner? Yeah, everyone was saying that. I'm like, what's his second name is what I'm thinking of. It could be, right? Crazy. We glitched out.
Yeah, we can hear you now. What's going on?
When designing this experience, we cut
Thank you for the hydrate,
so
so.
traveler cleanses the abyssal power, and we didn't think to replace it with a different sequence of events. I think what we're witnessing is a direct result of that. Alice and I thought the events in the bubble would be independent from each other. But since the magic is contained in one place, it appears a casual link has formed between all the events within it.
Oh.
And so, because Dvalin was never purified, we've encountered a major bug.
Oh no.
I knew it. So, what we're witnessing now is like an alternate version of events where the honorary knight never appeared in Mondstadt.
But how did it go from like... But then it began with them though, right?
Wait, but even if
Yeah.
the traveler never showed up, you could have done something, right, Venti?
The Abyss is a far greater enemy than one person can face. I could have handled that specific situation, sure, but it wouldn't have gone quite so well. If I'm not mistaken, you've seen how that version of the story goes yourself, right, Farka?
Yes, that's what we saw in the animated shot.
Spyglass?
Yeah, it was a kind of prophecy. It felt so real, I doubt I could ever forget it. In the end, you were able to seal Dvalin away, but you were wounded in the process.
But if Dvalin was sealed, how did things get to this point?
Because a seal doesn't solve the root problem. Over time, the Abyss would just grow stronger and stronger, deteriorating Dvalin's consciousness until there was nothing left.
But then I don't know if it's Parker's version of the story too, because there's so what Nicole said here, right? I'll tell you. When designing this experience, we cut out the part where Pixie cleanses the abyssal power, and we didn't think to replace it with a different sequence of events. So what happened is the bubble itself linked both things together, and they made it like they played a version where we didn't come in at all. It's like if we didn't do it. So this is like the logical conclusion that it would come to, right? Yeah, it's a sad end for Dvalin too, because they forgot to add the part where we cleanse the abyssal power. Yeah. So it's like a full alternate version where the traveler's not there only.
Wait, does that mean what we saw earlier was...
The aftermath of Dvalin breaking free from the seal. That's right. He is in dire.
Now make an alternate version for every region. Watch everybody call them lazy, then douchey.
The power of the abyss has fused with his flesh and bones. Purifying him now in this state is no different than sentencing him to death.
Oh no. So we can't even purify him.
So if we want to resolve this crisis,
we have to kill him?
We have to kill Dvalin.
Oh my...
I know that sounds intense, but remember, this is a fictional world. The real Dvalin is right as rain and a lot more mellow than this one, that's for sure.
What the hell?
We have our solution, so let's hop to it. Should be a piece of cake for a group like this. No time to lose, right? We've got Klee waiting for us after all.
Yeah, this is completely a different version from the point where we don't cleanse it, yeah. So basically, like you said, if it's more like we haven't been there from that moment, yeah. So we went to Mondstadt, but for some reason, if we decided not to help out, this would be happening. Priority being Inazuma changed the whole stuff. Then make it canon.
Right now, so we do have some time. Of course, the sooner we resolve this, the better.
I mean, Star Rail kind of did that with Penacony, just saying, like, we got a retcon proper one.
This is the only way.
I know Dvalin means a lot to you. If this is too hard, you can leave it to us, you know? No need to scar yourself over a game, right?
That's so sweet.
I'll be fine. I was prepared for that possibility back then, too. Let's go. Storm Terror's lair awaits. This is it. Ready, everyone?
More than.
of course.
And he
I
looks
just
so
hope I learned
excited
a
for
thing or
some
two since the
reason.
first time around.
Guess I'm the newbie, huh? Good thing I'm a quick learner then.
What about you, Traveler? This was your first big fight in Teyvat. Were you nervous back then? How about now?
I'm not nervous. We've all grown a lot since then. We overcame this challenge once, and we can do it again.
She speaks.
Paimon believes in you!
Genuinely, I have a question. I've never played Star Rail, but are they linked to Genshin in any way? All I know is they're in the same universe. Well, so you know the Traveler's gliders, right? That Amber gives us? They are in a lab in Star Rail, in a space station, which apparently they found. So that's one huge link. Also, do you know Majory's store in Mondstadt? So if you stand there, you can hear a sound that sounds very similar to Herta's idol or something, which is why people say that Teyvat is like a simulated universe like expansion. There's like that a similar sound effect. Also, in Star Rail, in the loading screen, we are high level cope that I would really like urge you to go and listen to it and then call it cope, because I don't think it's that cope. It's very similar sounding sounds. Also, if you look at the Star Rail, like there is a train, the Astral Express is going through in the loading screen, and there is like a world behind it, right? The world shape also in Mondstadt, there's a picture which of a world, which we don't know if it's Teyvat or not, but then those two are very similar too. So we don't know, to be fair. This is all from the same company too. I don't see why they wouldn't connect it. I don't think it's scope.
Then let the mournful cries
And
of this
Trailer,
lyre,
yes.
tainted and defiled, summon a familiar now utterly warped.
Whoa. Is he okay?
You alright, Barbados?
Turning the surging abyss into musical notes is no simple task. But how could I claim to be the finest bard in Teyvat if I didn't rise to the occasion?
I have heard enough.
Are they gonna make us fight him again? Oh, we have to.
This hulking dragon is as intimidating as ever!
Remember, we need to wear him down first before we can attack his weak spot.
Oh! Wow. What fight? How
Little
long
gliding
has it
faster.
been
Here we go!
since we fought this guy?
Now's our chance. Climb up and attack the Abyssal core.
Up the ante! Burn! Up the ante! Maria sweeping in! Up the ante!
Nice job! One more to go!
Oh boy! It's Superman now! Force one!
Up the ante!
Here.
Oh, don't die, don't die, don't die.
Wind, hear me.
Time for takeoff.
On me!
Time to switch positions.
No way.
Up the ante! Thunder! Thunder!
Thanks, Jean.
Thank God for her. the real Dvalin. No way. Wow. Dude, this cutscene's so good.
Oh, Dvalin, you're here!
I follow the lyre's song, wherever it leads.
Thank you. Looks like
Lumine's
the
holding
mage's tale
Paimon
isn't
like a
over yet.
baby. So cute. Whoa.
Might not be a happy ending, but someone's got to strike the final blow.
It's your turn to be the hero.
I'll take knight over hero any day.
Whoa. Damn, Dilo be wall running and all. Crazy. Oh my god.
La la la!
Oh my god, no.
Mom, I'm here to play!
Look at Marka. Ouch. Dvalin literally got like chucked out like that. And is that Venti's hat on the window? Oh my god. The bubble crisis is resolved. Dude, that cutscene was so good. Oh my god. The only issue left for the nice resolve might be the window Dvalin broke.
Looks like it was a happy ending after all. It was kind of like a choo-choo cart ride. It had its fun moments and its thrills. All in all, Paimon had a great time.
Guess it wasn't without some collateral damage, though.
True.
Sorry about the window, Jean.
Yeah.
It's fine. As long as the building itself is intact, I consider that a win. I'll arrange for the window to be replaced at a later
The
date.
cutscene was so good. Oh my god.
In any case, we were lucky Dvalin arrived when he did. It would have been tricky to deal with a flying opponent otherwise.
I suppose I could have created a gust of wind to whisk us up, but I'm not sure our gliders would have survived the process.
Honestly, after everything we faced, I can't believe Alice still decided to bring Klee in there to play. She's a daring one, that's for sure. I mean, can we be certain there aren't other bugs that just haven't cropped up yet?
I suppose that speaks to the confidence the mages have in their magical mastery.
If I know Alice, the whole bubble could have been blown to bits, and Klee still wouldn't have had a single scratch.
Her abilities do speak for themselves, I suppose.
So, what now? Anyone down for a drink?
Of
My
course
treat.
he wants to drink.
Sounds like a great idea. But tonight it's on me. I happen to have a bottle of fine wine set aside just for the expedition team.
Haha, even better. Count me in.
Say no more! You had me at fine wine.
All right, let's head over to my place then. You're coming too, right, Jean?
I'm
Aw.
afraid not. There's still a lot of work to do.
So what? The world's not gonna end if you push it off? Come on, we never get a chance like this.
I suppose that wouldn't be a problem if you head back to headquarters with me after we're done and help make up the work.
On second thought, how about you just join us when you're done with that?
Marcus,
What about you,
don't.
Honorary Knight? Gonna tag along?
I've still got questions for Alice. I'll wait for her to get back from her adventure with Cleet.
Okay. All's well that ends well, am I right?
This guy.
To the bar!
Look at that. He's like, yeah, you just come back when you're done.
Let's wait for her there.
Okay. Someone give him some PR training, yeah. They're gonna take that and
Looking for
run.
me?
Yes.
I'm glad. I wanted to thank you for helping me keep my promise to Klee. She had a splendid time in the bubble. Nicole came with us to make sure all was in order and prevent any similar incidents from happening in the future. You live and you learn. It's rare, but even the Dodo King isn't immune to a small slip-up here and there, I suppose.
So, it's all fixed?
Yes, quite. The recording work is done as well, so now all we have to do is play it on loop. It should be smooth sailing from here on out. Anyone and everyone can now enjoy the bubble at their leisure. Nicole will keep an eye on them, of course.
The disaster we experienced, that was fate before we changed it, right? Oh my god. Is that what it was?
I wouldn't put it quite like that. It was more like a fate that will not come to pass.
Huh? What's the difference between the two?
Let us not forget the courageous dragon slayer in the story. Well, in real life, he had already left on an expedition to Nodcry at that time. Of course, that doesn't mean Dvalin would have escaped his destined death, for another hero would have come along and paid a painful price for victory.
What we saw in the bubble was what happened after Dvalin broke free from the seal. So, couldn't Barca have been back by then?
But the expedition took so long though.
Dear Paimon, you're free to ponder such questions yourself, of course, but it's of little use to ask them aloud.
I'm telling you, this whole quest is so sus.
Word to the wise. Do not lose sleep over all those what-ifs, over the fates that will not come to pass. It's an exercise in futility. Those who can observe fate see both the good and the bad of what could have happened. But all that matters is what did happen. Those alternate fates are nowhere near as important as the world that exists in the here and now.
Alright.
There's something else. The abyssal power inside the bubble was far too real.
Ah, you're saying it was as if the bubble itself had become contaminated. I suppose some gunk could have stuck to my luggage while I was wandering the border and got mixed into my magic without me noticing.
Oh.
Just kidding. I would never be so careless.
Okay.
Your intuition is spot on, Traveler. What developed in the bubble was a nascent form of abyssal power that, if left unchecked, would evolve into the real thing.
So if someone created a bubble world, it would happen? How?
What? So it didn't come from outside? It just appeared out of thin air?
The abyss is perilous, cunning, dangerous, obsessive, and most infuriating of all, a complete and utter mystery. I'm sure you've seen for yourself how complex it can be. The Hexen Circle has been observing its energies for a long time, and I think Barbalot's interpretation is the most accurate. The essence of the abyss lies in the hatred carried by all the fates that will not come to pass.
That makes so much sense, because all of the abyssal ruins, if you ever go to the abyss, it's full of buildings that are upside down. It's like corrupted. It's like the corrupted version of the world. That's why it's so similar. It keeps copying. Dude, why are they dropping it in the limited event? I can't with this game. Why do they drop all of this stuff in the limited event? Crazy. It's just crazy. The hatred carried by fate. Lore slapping. Honestly, this is a lore slap.
This world is filled with conflicting elements. That one thing should happen signifies that a different possibility has been eliminated.
But it's not.
These events can be small, almost trivial. I had Sweet Madame for lunch today, for instance. That means the Alice who chose tea break pancakes instead is no more. Of course, they can also be events that threaten the world, such as my friend Rhindotter's decision to tap into the abyss. In that instant, the tale of a
Your
future in which she
friend?
remained pure was gone forever.
I wonder how Alice wants like a really safe world for Klee, and then she also feels so comfortable being friends with Rhindaughter, who's obviously like she does not care that much about what happens to Tevat, but then she's also a shade now. Like, how are you? How was your day? I'm good. We're just like losing it over all of the lore bombs in this quest. All of this in a limited event for I don't it's crazy. Genshin made this mistake when they said the skies of Tevat are fake. What mistake? What's the mistake in that? They are fake though. Alice is carefree and protective. But something, if she feels fine calling Rhindaughter her friend, they're still friends. Oh, mistake sending lore bombs in event. Okay.
So then, the question at the heart of it all is this. Why must these fates be the ones to disappear?
Paimon gets it. It's hatred that stems from not being chosen.
But why would they have that hatred though? Like,
Precisely. The magic we wove this time involved recreating the past. However, some of the variables we added allowed a certain amount of these unchosen fates to come very, very close to reality. And thus, the abyss showed its teeth. Of course, much like always, it is not existence that it seeks, but the destruction of all.
what is going on?
In the end, though, it wasn't a huge issue. Things like this happen on the border all the time.
No, the abyss is full of hatred. Okay. At least the event should be replayable. It's fine if we don't get the rewards. After this conversation, go and listen to the locked room of these sultry. Okay. I had a theory just now because of my understanding. Abyss is kinda... Yeah, Abyss originates from fates that didn't occur. Or I say unresolved fate. An instance which didn't occur comes in the form of Abyss. Now, thinking back to when we had to select the Traveler and who we call our sibling. Like, the Abyss sibling is the fate that we didn't choose. I mean... What is the border? Oh, are you caught up with the story?
It has quite the victim complex, that's for sure. It's obsessed with entering this world at all costs. And that is precisely why we must protect our lives and those of our loved ones. Because when you think about it, to exist in this world is to be a spark of luck amidst countless possibilities.
Having
How
crossed
precious is that?
swords with the Abyss many times, I'm beginning to think along the same lines too.
Ah, Alice, you're here. I'm truly sorry about this, but per the regulations of the Knights of Favonius, I'm afraid I must send you to confinement.
What?
Whatever for?
Because of
Things
the
turned out
Abyss
just
stuff?
fine with the magic bubble. Besides, if that's what this is about, shouldn't Nicole come along too?
It's not about the bubble. We received word that a number of fish have been injured as a result of explosions near Starfell Lake. As I'm sure you're well aware, fish blasting is strictly
Can she
prohibited.
confine an
dear.
adult woman? Like, she's a mom
Run,
though.
Glee, save yourself!
She's already inside.
She's literally a mom.
For the Dodo King, huh?
She's punishing a mom.
Farewell, forever, traveler. You shall never see me again.
She's literally a bomb, dude. What? What even?
On me.
Hold on. Where is this?
Here, I'll draw him for you. Look, this is the bad guy who made a whole bunch of trouble for Daddy. It's all his fault Daddy couldn't make it back this time.
It's the Torre.
That big meanie! We should blow him up! That's right, he is a big meanie. But thanks to the honorary knight and her friends, he's not going to be much trouble anymore. Yay! The honorary knight is
Aww.
the best!
I want Khaenri'ah to be playable so bad. We need to reunite the family. It's gonna be so nice. I would pull for Alice when she comes out, and then I have Cleo ready, and then I will get like the entire family. Yes.